Welcome back to Urban Jungle, a game of animal people, investigations, and cults. Our story takes place in the city of Dracoga, a place filled with gangs, unions, and scary dark alleyways. In particular, it takes place underneath the suburb of Willow Springs, about an hour away from the city. Braving the darkness are our characters. Theta, introduce yourself.
I'm Dante, the original famous sloth magician slash clairvoyant. My personality is mercurial, my motto is I always have a plan. My current goals are to put an end to the entity of Willow Springs, stop Osborne, and find an Vril extraction device.
Excellent. Rafferty, who are we playing today?
Hello, I am playing Claudia Greathouse, the fox, rich, vigilante monster hunter, aka the Woman in Black. And her motto is justice tempered by mercy. And my goals are also the Willow Springs, stop Osborne, and find the Vril extraction device.
Excellent. Follow that up. EHH, who do you bring today?
I am James Green, a dear knight debunker. My motto is there's got to be a logical explanation, and my goals are to make a name myself as a debunk a psychic, put it into the entity of Will Springs, and stop Oz.
Well put, well put. Next up, Edmund.
Hey everyone, I am
Cody.
Edvin. Yep. I am a lizard photographer slash spy. My motto is no matter how much you try to hide your dirty secret, I'll find it out. And I hope you have a good picture for the paper. Good smile, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's alright, you can fumble it every now and then.
Yeah. My goals are put an end to the entity at Willow Springs. Stop! Osborne and investigate the Wall's cold missing person.
Excellent. And last but not least, Ender, who are you playing?
Hello, I am playing Zechariah Jericho, a bat knight with some pretty awesome telekinetic powers. My motto is I won't let the people I love get hurt, never again. And in addition to the three party goals that everybody has, I also have the personal goal of uncovering the truth behind my brother's mysterious death.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right then. So to recap, last time the group traveled to Willow Springs, ostensibly to ask their memory-altered semi-captive some questions, but off the cuff led them to diving back down to the caverns beneath the burned-out house in the woods. New activity was found down there, including a strange pink creature who likes dirt and shovels, and an observation post with a small altar belonging to none other than the Zeta Alpha Phi fraternity. You all have interrogated one of the cultists and discovered the bizarre circular-shelled creatures that they use to extract that deadly, dangerous bright orange substance vril straight from the very bodies of the captive individuals that they've taken. Now, you all stare down the hallway into the rest of this den of evil and wonder what they might find next. So let's see. To describe, down the stone corridor, there is a slight amount of illumination, far less than the open flames around the altar. You can see the light coming from a small branch in the hallway, and you can just make out the wisps of white smoke trailing against the ceiling and heading further away. What all do you do?
Well, first I think I know what to spend my
All right, so we'll do a quick query. Anyone want to spend or change anything? Go ahead. So what are you changing, James?
expert photography.
Ooh, grabbing that. Very good choice. So now we have two good cameramen. No one will be able to disbelieve your forgeries now.
I try to disprove forgeries. Thank you very much.
Oh, I know. Anyone else want to volunteer? Any changes?
I don't think I have anything at the moment.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and take it. What do the characters do?
Oh, that's right. We don't actually know what's upstairs.
We also have that little side cavernous passage that was blocked off by the line of salt as well.
Man, that's just bad vibes.
It really is.
I mean, it's like you see a magical protection, it's like, oh, it's this, tear this down. I mean, that's not okay. I think I'm the only one who's injured, right? Because I got stabbed earlier. Has anyone else tapped anything out?
No, I think Zek is good. He still has a masterful casting in his pocket if he needs it.
Well, I think Dante
Yeah.
Dante is low on mojo, right?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't tap your
New session, new mojo.
Yep.
Oh yeah, new session, new mojo.
I don't have any long-term taps.
No, you have the recharge, the magic recharge.
Oh yeah.
Which thing are we talking
That only
Oh
recharges
yeah,
like
yeah.
once an episode, right?
Your power dice dwindled away. Didn't they?
Reckoning Soak is once an episode. This is a new episode.
Okay, it's not a new episode. This is part 2 of the first one. That's not per session. That's until the story beat ends.
Right, which probably means getting out of the caverns.
Right. So that doesn't recharge every play session. It's
Okay,
not
Mr.
session.
Tony. When I title these episodes, this isn't going to be episode 6 part 2.
I apologize. We used to say once
New
a
title.
chapter, and then people said, well, but every modern book we read, chapters are only 2 pages long. So we don't know how long a chapter is. So we changed it to episode in Urban Jungle. And, that's once a story beat, not once per play session. So that's not recharged.
Right. I believe, Dante, you were saying you were wanting to head out anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm already not here. It doesn't matter to me. Also,
Yeah,
my power die is fine.
Okay, I'm just asking.
So I'm going to just
Okay.
put you up here to represent that.
Well, okay, so we're in pretty good shape. Okay, I forget, none of the cultists successfully escaped, did they?
No,
One is dead and the other one's tied up and brainwashed at the moment.
Okay. Well, we could ask him who's waiting for us in the next room if we go upstairs or go out to the south.
I do believe you asked him last time, and his answer was that it was just him and his friend here.
Oh, well, we could just leave.
Yeah, I guess we probably could see exactly how far these tunnels led us away from where we went in.
I mean, going past the salt line, I can understand why you guys might want to, but actually, why don't we just ask him? Hey, what's on the other side of this salt line?
Bunch of caves. They said not to go past it. Don't open it. Don't break the line.
Okay, apparently it's need to know, which makes me even more frightened to go in there.
Yeah, that might be something we leave on the back burner for now. Unless we're feeling particularly brave.
That might explain. Well, no, it doesn't actually explain. Nothing explains anything.
It's like I'm actually more confused than before I came down here.
Well, apparently they isolated something in those caverns that they don't want messing with. And apparently they think the salt line is good enough to hold it back. Oh, and that wooden door.
Probably the salt line more so than the wooden door.
And they don't have a constant vigil. This isn't like some SCP nonsense.
Yeah, well, It's like I'm only going past that salt line if the entire party is on board with it.
Well, so did we figure out what was to the south? Because I thought we stopped before we went south.
Yes, I did open up describing it. It is a hallway. There's a slight amount of illumination. It appears like it's coming from behind a curtain in a branch in the hallway, and but there's the other branch of the hallway appears to be going upwards, since that's the way the smoke is going. So you can head down the hallway and choose A or B.
Well, I want to see what's at the end of this hallway. I don't know where Dante is because he's freaking invisible.
No, he just walked off, I think. Oh, well, yeah, he was invisible the whole time, so he just
Right. Well,
no one remembers.
He just
I
walked
believe
off
he said he was going back to
go get Mr. Gray.
reconvene, yeah, with Mr. Gray.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can't just leave this guy here because eventually they'll come back for him.
So what do we do with him?
He's already tied up, and he is going to forget everything once you all leave.
Oh, that's right. What are we gonna do with this dead body?
Didn't we shove it in one of the closets?
I said I was going to shove it in one of the closets.
The last time you tried to open one of the closets, something jumped out at you.
Yeah, the problem is we don't know if the creatures are going to go ahead and jump out at us.
You said you were going to shove it in the closet, and then I laughed at you because you have that spider thing locked in the closet.
Yeah, the spider thing is locked in there. Let's go toss it on the other side of the salt line.
All right, you'll
Yeah,
go ahead, open the door, and just chuck it, and nothing really seems to happen.
All right.
Do you try to chuck it over the line, or do you just not care?
I don't want to break the line.
Okay, so you will chuck it over the line. That's not very much more difficult, just requires awareness. So you chuck it over the line. It's now in the middle of a hallway of caverns.
Okay, close the door.
And you close the door. Congratulations, there's now a body.
Well, he's not going to remember that we were here.
It's like now, if they find it, they can be like, oh, well, his dumbass went over the salt line when we told him not to. It's his own fault.
Well, that might raise more questions. I mean, we don't know what's on the other side of the salt line, so that might.
I totally didn't knock his ass out with a telekinetically launched crate. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, let's clean the place up and leave.
Yeah.
I guess the question was, you were looking down the hallway. Did you want to explore either of those options directly down the hallway?
I'm going to go down the south hallway.
All right, then.
Zek is sticking near Claudia because she is the badass fighter of the group, and he feels safe with her.
So you approach down the end of the hallway, and you're at the T intersection. You have both a corridor that seems to go on for a long way without much illumination, and on the other hand, there appears to be some light behind this curtain beside you. Do you want to open up the curtain?
Yes.
There you go. You open up the curtain, and in this room, you hear the sound of running water as you look just behind this flimsy curtain. The stonework here is actually clean and polished, a little bit cleaner than the altar, oddly enough, and seems to almost have a higher sense of class. In the back of the room, you see an aquarium of stone, glass, and wire mesh wrapped around it. And in it, you can see swimming a few of the creatures you saw moments before, albeit much. Beside it seems as if they're rank, as well as a other interior for protection. You can see on the front of this chest plate there are a number of circular marks.
Wait, when you said creatures before, you mean the spider things?
Yeah, it's just swimming in the tank.
Huh.
To finish off, or to continue, to one side, you can see a wooden door carved into the stone, leading to a small water closet. And besides the door itself is a small water basin and fountain, above which is a stone face of an unspeakable monster, staring open-mauled at whoever washes their paws there. Opposite to all of this is a large contraption, like a drying rack, where you can see a few of the creatures hung up, exposing their hideous clawed, toothed, and tentacled undersides. showcasing off the multiple rows of teeth they have for latching on, stripping flesh, and perhaps suctioning up whatever they will. They don't move at all, as a hand crank drill sticks out of them, bleeding them for their contents, dripping into a basin below, and passing into the strange mechanism beside it. It makes no noise, yet has a fire going on inside of it like an oven. Uh, on its side is a small tube that drips into a glass jar, depositing pure filtered orange substance that glows ominously. There's a fine antique wicker chair just beside it with a well-used pink pillow as well. Last but not least, there is a thick metal door bound with parchment with numerous glyphs upon it and another semicircle of salt embedded into the ground in front of it.
That's a lot to take in.
It
a lot
is
to take
quite a
in.
room.
That's
I think we might have found our vril extraction device, though, or a vril extraction device.
that's what that looks like. Yeah.
And an even spookier door.
I'd like. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, no, it's like I'm just saying I am not going anywhere near the spooky door.
Giving the spooky door a wide berth, I will examine the wooden door.
You examine the wooden door, and behind it is what looks like a stone toilet. You can hear that there's water in there, and it is moving. It appears like it's fully functional. So the door seems like a new addition.
So there's only two doors in this room, the spooky door and the wooden door. Or did I miss one?
That is correct.
So there's the spooky door and the wooden door, and the only other way out of this room is the corridor we just came in, correct?
Yes, that corridor continues to extend further away without light.
Oh, okay, good. So we can keep going.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at that device with the tube. How big is it? What's it made out of? Sounds like it's made of metal.
Yes, indeed. It appears to be made out of metal. It appears to be very heavy. It's probably about the size of a dresser drawer. A small one.
That's pretty big. Okay, I'm guessing nobody here has strength or giant. Is that correct?
Nope.
No big
Nope.
boys.
My body is D8. Does anybody else have an 8 or better in body?
Nope.
Nope.
Nerd Patrol it is.
My body is D6.
Well, if we want to take this device out of here, two of us are going to have to carry it.
All right. So,
I take the pictures.
So it is a heavy, burdensome object, as you've identified. It's definitely not bolted down. You will have to detach it from the drying rack, but that's only connected by wooden planks. So you can simply strip it and let it fall to the floor. To carry it, because it's not like it's anomalous or you rush for time, you will need to get at least 2 successes. If you're not in any rush, you can road it, but that still means that you'll have to assist each other to some degree.
No, we need to get out of here. That guy is going to pretty soon come to his senses, so we need to get out of here quickly.
All right. The check is definitely going to be body athletics.
Who's got a good athletics?
Me kind of.
I've got decent athletics.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Which one of you has team player?
I do not. But I do have a species die in athletics at least.
As do I.
Yeah.
It's a D4, but still.
Well,
I
then
think
I'm
mine
taking
would be. Yeah, mine would be 2d6.
I'm taking the 2d6 guy. The rest of you guys go ahead and run blocker and see what's up ahead.
All right, so give us that assist roll. Let's see if you get the bonus d8, and then we get to make the check on Claudia's side. That is 1, 2 already. You are already a very strong individual.
I work out.
That you do. You can roll an extra d8 if you really want to.
We can turn that down. There we go.
Yeah, from the assist. So hey, that is 3 successes. You managed to basically lead it entirely as you hold it up, and the other person provides support and stability. Now the question is, which way are you taking this? Down the corridor?
Down the corridor. This has
All
to be the way
right.
out. They had to have come in this way.
Yep. So you go down the corridor, following the smoke. The corridor seems to be rising upwards at a steady pace, quickly turning from a formed cavern of stone to just plain dirt again, with occasional support beams. On the hike up, you come across a small barrier of wooden planks that, when tested, swing forward on a hinge. On the other side, you can see a bright yellow sign that reads, "Danger, deadly gases ahead," with an exclamation mark. The front of the facade almost seems convincing. It almost seems like a boarded up mine. Here, though, the path ends, and a ladder seems to go upwards the remaining 10 feet to the surface. Up to a trap.
Time to haul this thing up.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
You do all have 3 successes, and if you just want to go up and drag it straight up, perfectly acceptable. Not even going to bother
dragging
with
it up a 10-foot ladder might be a little difficult, but I brought a handy outfit.
that. You did, and you already have 3 successes. You are leading this endeavor, and you don't have a single problem with it. You push from the bottom, lift it with all your strength, and take the ladder a couple of steps and just push it outside. At the top of the ladder, you all have to push some brush atop of it, seemingly held together by a net strung together with vegetation. Now above it, it would be very hard to recognize this trapdoor at all between the berry bushes, aside from the fact that they're all very strangely curated in a pattern to surround it. You've come back up into the woods, but not too far away, you can see the telltale signs of a road heading north to south. It still looks like it's made out of dirt, and you can identify that there are some tracks there, mostly hooves, but a few tire tracks tracing out the path. Near the trapdoor, you can see the obvious signs of tire tracks wearing out the mud and dead grass where heavier objects used to be, as well as additional camouflage netting.
Yeah, this is the dirtiest secret of the Zetas. Let's take lots of photos.
I got you.
I got you too.
It's like, yeah, and if you need me to do a little bit of photography here, I can attempt that.
Well,
as
hopefully you guys are taking photos of everything that we see,
Yeah.
because it'll be important later.
Yes,
All
I am.
Right. I'm going to make a presumption that you did to an extent, and if you want to call it up later, something that you didn't specify during a non-danger scenario, just go ahead and tell me, and we'll make a roll for it.
Right, that's when we'll roll the photography. Okay, because all right. Well, Zach, you can fly. Can you drive?
I cannot, unfortunately.
None of you. Am I the only one who has transport skill?
I just snicker.
Your cat is gone, unfortunately, so you might be all that's left.
I step forward. I
Oh.
could help with that.
All right, why don't the two of you go get the car and bring it around here while we'll guard the device?
Sure, I could do that.
Here's the keys to my car.
All right.
Yep, I take the keys and.
I'm suggesting you because you can drive, and I'm suggesting Zach because Zach can fly.
So
and
James and Claudia are guarding the device, and Zach and Edmund are going to get the car.
Yep, this sounds like what's happening. So I'm just going to go ahead and sort you out in 2 groups here. I'm going to say that there's going to be no problems whatsoever doing this. It's just a walk down the road. It does take some amount of time, but you know where the car is, you got the keys, and you just drive down the dirt
Oh,
road.
and presumably get Dante if you can find him.
Indeed.
And Mr. Gray.
Quick poke back to Dante then. Scrolling. Where'd I put this up? Here we go. Dante, you are walking on your way back. On your way back, you slide down the ledge and easily can find your way, spotting the cabin out in the distance with your sight beyond sight. From all the way back here, you can see leaning up against the outside wall is Wanda, letting a small beetle crawl across her hand and watching you from an equally far distance as you approach. She has no light source with her. Once you approach the cabin in the center, she addresses you almost immediately.
Wait, she can see me?
Huh. Yeah, funny. I guess we were never alone, were we?
But I'm invisible is my point.
Yeah, she just sees you.
Alright, so making sure.
Still, seems like you had a fun time over there.
I do not know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. Right.
Also,
So, what are we...
this is not my stop.
Oh, well, I mean, are you just gonna leave her in the darkness and tell her nothing?
I don't remember why she's here to begin with. I mean, I know why she followed us. I know why she followed us. I don't know why she stopped here.
She wants to destroy the house, and we left her.
She has the gas can still with her.
Yeah. Again, I don't know why. Anyway, I'm unconcerned at this point. She can do whatever she wants to the house. It's not going to affect what my problems are. It's not my house.
So what did that Claudia woman think? Is it... Are you still not want us to burn this down?
I care not for the building. It is a structure made of sticks and stones. It is what lies beneath that concerns me.
It sounded like she wanted it for evidence, though. Are you sure?
All you would do is make it more difficult to reach what is below it and possibly cause a large concussive wave of force when the building comes down on the ceiling of a massive abyss which could take down the entire forest and the surrounding town around it. God knows!
She crosses her arms a little bit and sets the beetle back on the ground. I think you're overestimating gasoline a little bit here.
No, I think you're underestimating the amount of weight which would come down on a ceiling, or I'm sorry, floor, which happens to also be a ceiling over an abyss that we do not know how big or how thick the distance between the two are.
Fine. Let's just get going. And she's going to be heading the same way as you are, out of the area. Just want everything back to normal, you know? The way they used to be. Even you're different, Oliver.
What, when I was like 12? Is that what they're talking about? Sure, I too would love to be able to travel back in time to when I was 12. Unfortunately, that is some 40 years hence, and it is rather impossible.
I don't need to be a jerk about it, she says with a little smile and just like gently shoves your shoulder. Well, at least there wasn't really anything dangerous down here.
Sure.
And as you two walk, when you walk back towards the tunnel to the surface, you find a rope awaiting you at the hole you dug out, knotted and stable. It's very easy to climb out. But as soon as you get to the surface, you see Mr. Gray, laying on his back and not moving.
I touch him with the end of my foot.
When you do so, he groans. As you get closer, you can see a wide red mark across the entire side of his face, sort of in the shape of a shovel. He's still breathing, and he sort of moans awake and goes, "Ugh." My face. Does it look okay?
Well, no, you've got this wide red mark across the side of your head. Kind of like a shovel.
Oh. Oh no. Do you have any foundation on you? I could just shove a little bit on.
Well,
It'll be fine for the show.
we're surrounded by foundation. That's
He
really
just sort of
all
like
that's
blinks a little
left.
bit and starts to like sit up. I guess a stage performer would have makeup, right?
Yes, back at the changing room.
Oh, so you don't
40
actually have any. He says a little disappointed.
No, as I say, we are surrounded by foundation. Rather, it's all that's left of this building.
He definitely cracks a smile.
So, did you step on the shovel again? Slap yourself in the face?
I don't know. I'm not sure what happened. I finished lowering the rope and securing it since it's clearly too dangerous to go down there anyway. And decided I'd sit down and go over some of my notes while I waited. And then I do distinctly remember being struck in the face. I can still feel it too. But at least I managed to find the rope. There's actually a few general stores in town, but there's only one open. Funny, since all the lights are on. Still, it was like a huge hassle walking all the way there, and then I had to wait as this old lady was counting her pennies, and then the owner just really wanted to start up a conversation, and it just took so long to escape that have them accept a goodbye. It's just this what people do around here. They just tie people up and force them to talk.
While he's rattling on,
Yeah.
what would the check be to apply first aid to him? Or even then, not even...
Definitely just mind academic.
I say, even if it's not effective first aid, just to, like, give him a once-over and...
Yeah, see if he, like, has a concussion or not.
Well, I mean, there's the effective first aid where maybe I help him, but there's also the... it's nice to be looked after if you hurt yourself. You want somebody to sympathize with you, just be nice.
Right, put the bandage on the huge face, wide bruise, and say it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be a mind academics, and if you're looking to do some bed manner, you can add some presence in there if you really want to. But the presence side is going to count towards knowing if anything's wrong.
Sure. Just for the making him feel better part.
Mm-hmm. Mind, academics, good success, and well, you definitely make him feel better, and he's definitely calm and steady now, where before he was still a little rattled. It doesn't seem like he should have any lasting damage. This, but the bruise should probably stay for like another hour, as you just sort of apply some leaves to it and tell him that it'll definitely help cure it faster.
Right. Very good, very good. Yes, that's what people are around here like. Come, I've got something to show you.
Oh, you do?
Yes, down in the hole.
Oh, the hole. Is it safe?
I mean, I feel like there'd be a slight pause, a squint, that head tilt up into the air. Come, it's down in the hole.
Oh, all right. And he'll just shrug and he'll willingly follow you. Wanda, however, will wave and say, "Well, I'm gonna go ahead and head back home for the time being." And she'll go ahead and disappear.
Wait.
So you'll
Wait. Stop for a second. Who had the shovel last?
the little pink creature.
No, we got it back from the creature, remember? No, the creature had Claudia's shovel, didn't it? I was specifically certain that I kept that shovel because it's not my shovel, it's somebody else's shovel.
I think you traded it for information.
Nope, that would have been Claudia's shovel. Claudia's shitty-ass shovel, because this shovel is,
Well, your shovel you probably still would have if it was on your person.
Yeah, because this is Elbert's shovel, which I specifically made sure was safe, because I'm borrowing it, and I'm not that kind of neighbor.
Right.
Yeah, because you got mugged for your shovel.
Yeah. And then we got it back.
And then traded a different one. Okay. So yeah, so you do have your shovel.
Okay. I just want to make sure that that wasn't what he got whacked with, because that would just be a confusion of where that shovel went.
All right, so you're heading back down. And I would say probably at about this time, the first thing to happen is Edmund and Zechariah. You two arrive back in town. Bud doing a quick flyover. You don't see any Mr. Gray at all, and you don't see any Dante. You do see a Wanda.
Hmm. Well, I guess Zach can land next to Wanda and ask if she's seen them.
Oh yes, Oliver and him went back down into the hole.
Oh, well, I guess they're busy, and Claudia is technically waiting on us, so I'm going to trust that Dante knows what he's doing and leave him to his own business. And probably go to Edmund and say, "Yeah, they're busy. I assume they're going to catch up with us later."
Well, as long as I guess you guys found a different way out then, huh?
Yeah, bit weird, culty stuff.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that from a distance.
Still not entirely sure what was going on down there, but one step at
Tell
a
you what,
time.
can I ride back with you?
If you'd like, sure. I'm sure Claudia probably won't mind.
All right, so she'll go ahead and take the ride back to you. And second thing to happen, of course, is that the car will get there long before Dante can walk the entire distance. So the car arrives for you, Claudia, after just maybe less than an hour of waiting for sure. The area's quiet. There's just woodland creatures. Nothing happened. Just a nice, relaxing time.
Good. I like it when nothing happens. Let's get this loaded in the car.
All right. You load it up in the car. Wanda takes a moment to just sort of survey the area visually and go, huh, just far enough off the road.
Make a
Interesting.
note of where that is, I say, pointing at the camouflage.
She nods in agreement. Gonna have to keep our eyes on this.
I assume Edmund and James have taken plenty of pictures of the area, so we need a visual reference to find it later.
Mm-hmm, of course.
Yeah.
And together you can load the thing up into the car and cram all together and head back to town. Dante and Mr. Gray, you are heading back down.
No, we
where-
would go to pick up Dante. Well, we don't, actually, you guys don't know where Dante and Gray are, do you?
We
Yeah.
just know that they headed back underground.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we can't just leave them there. There's monsters and crap. We need Mr. Gray to identify what this device is.
It's like they're probably looking at that weird hole in the cellar. Dante
They're gonna
seemed
get
pretty
themselves-
hung up on that.
They're going to get themselves killed.
All right. No one heads back down though, right?
Does anybody want to go back down and fetch Dante and Mr. Gray?
I mean, it's like if you're going down there, I'll come with you as backup, just in case.
I can't let both of them die. I need at least one of them. From now on, we have to keep them separate.
Okay, I'll get them.
Well, I should go too because I know something about monsters.
All right. So James and Claudia.
Do you guys?
I'll go as well.
It's like
No one's gonna stay.
It's like, am I on car guard duty then?
No, you can come. Let's just park the car. If you guys, let's all go back in and find out when he's gonna fall in a hole and make the mole people mad at him.
I'm
All right.
going to try to tug off the camel and try to put it on top of the car.
Oh yeah, there's extra camouflage nets here, and it seems almost like it's specifically large enough to hide a car.
Hey,
That sounds like a good plan.
That does sound like a good plan.
Yep, so you toss it over, not even gonna make you roll. It does its job. That's what it's there for. So you all head back down. Dante and Mr. Gray. Dante, where are you taking him exactly?
Is that a hole in the cellar?
Alright, you take him down, and he goes, wow, there's a whole forest down here. This is amazing. I know you told me about it, but wow. And as he, of course, gets to the cabin, he's like, wait, someone lived down here? Oh, yes, the woman, right. And he'll get down to the cellar and go, well, this isn't a little bit ominous, is it? Well, that's the hole, huh?
That is the hole, yes.
He'll go ahead, search around for like a little rock and like drop it. When he doesn't hear anything immediately, he'll like put his ear to the ground and listen and go, nope, that doesn't work either. Wow, that's really deep. So what is this all about then?
It is a veritable abyss down there that is unfathomable.
Ooh. Oh, that's for sure. So what could have made this whole that creature thing, right?
Well, it is expansive. It goes off in many directions. And it is the belief that it is the cause of whatever was causing the real flowers above on the surface in the forest. And if it is so, then the expanse of flowers leaving the forest, heading towards the town, means that it is moving. And if it is moving and it's excavating an amount of underground territory the size of this abyss, that means it is very large. And once again, it is moving.
Well, that doesn't add up, though.
Do tell.
Well, you said that this thing poked this hole in the ground, and this is the furthest up it went. Then, right? So then, what connection does it actually have to the flowers on the surface? Is it actually physically attached? Is it a plant? What is this?
What if it were a plant-like animal that extended roots upwards towards the surface because it lives on the ground? Or what if the flower vril are just surface-bound manifestations? Also, this hole could have been dug by the person living in here.
Well, if we could only study this creature, maybe we could figure it out, but there's not any of those, right?
There's no way to get down there. There's no way to get down there. The hole is just far too big.
Ugh.
That's what I'm saying. It's an endless abyss. The creature that must have caused it is unfathomable. It is far too much.
I guess we could do a digging project. Oh, but this hole, who could possibly dig something this deep? Made to hire a couple of companies.
But even with that, though, where would you go? It's an open abyss down there. You'd dig a hole, and then you'd just be over nothing.
Well, you see, that's where free and cheap labor comes into play. For $1, anyone will be willing to do almost anything, including plunging down into a dangerous abyss, for a paycheck. I think with the proper planning and the proper pitch, maybe we could get enough people in on this. Convince them that there's something valuable down there, and if we can do that, we can get the labor necessary to dig a hole straight down to the center of the earth, I suppose.
The problem with that
that sounded less insane in my head.
The problem with that is that we lack your connections. If you recall, you're laying low because someone is out to kill you.
Right. This is true. I am technically going to die. This is still not good. However, I don't have the pocketbook on me, but I do recall at least a few addresses where we could strike up a few workers, or well, Maybe you could, seeing as how I'm in danger.
Oh, right. Here. I give him his checkbook back. Oh, never mind. No, I don't. I gave that to Claudia.
Yeah.
Brr. No, it's fine. I'm just saying that your ideas may be meritful, but doing so would be suicidal to a workforce, and I do not condone that.
And it's for glory. It's for science. It's for stopping whatever this freakish thing is.
Right, but maybe it's powered by the dead. What would happen then? We'd just be feeding it. You can't just throw things after a person.
Powered by the dead?
Yes, maybe it is a cadaver-eating creature. Maybe it is a, what do you call them? Carrion. Maybe it's a carrion creature.
Oh, right. Yes. Well, I mean, are you sure?
No, but how would we know? The first thing we don't
We'd have to find out somehow.
Right.
And in the midst of this slight little bit, the four of you have backtracked enough to come back to this point to try to find Dante and definitely hear their voices.
So are you guys
Yeah.
trying? Is your plan to wake up what's in the hole by arguing loudly above it?
Well, no, but if it came to us, that'd make things a little simpler, wouldn't it?
I
You
don't
know that-
know. I think that maybe the whole fight that we had up here would have woken it up before a slight discussion would have.
Well, true. Anyway, you can't really, if you brought a workforce in here and told them to dig something up because of treasure rewards, we don't own the land. The Tricoga Conservation Society owns the land, and they would have claimed any treasure you found.
Oddly, it seems like our
Not
friend...
if nobody told them.
Yeah, it seems like our friend Mr. Gray would not have such a problem.
So you'd be able to hire a bunch of workers, but they wouldn't find out about it. In any event, we need to go.
I thought you were leaving already. Why did you come back?
I came back for you two. Oh, and Wanda.
Wanda was at the surface.
Well,
Wanda was
yes.
with us.
Yeah, well, Wanda probably came here with us when we all went inside, unless you wanted to stay with the car.
Wanda. Oh yeah, Wanda stayed up with the car, just keeping an eye on
Okay,
it.
I kept the keys.
Yeah, I
Yep,
thought
she's
Wanda
not
went
taking it
home.
anywhere.
No, she's up with the car, and we came in here to get you to take you home.
No, that was out of character. Because the last thing she told me was she was going home.
Oh
right.
yes.
Well, that, and I'm advising you that's changed. So, let's all get in the car and go home. We can have, we can have some nice wine.
I'm trying to investigate this, Claudia. What are you doing?
Well, I'm so glad I'm a good guy because I'm trying to investigate this. Okay, fine. But I'm too much of a good guy to do that.
I don't think you could take me.
Um,
You don't want a piece of this 54-year-old man.
I'm
yes,
sad to
that-
say it. I almost wish Osborne was here. At least she'd know how to do a seance or something.
well, any wizard knows how to do a seance or something.
Wait, are you a wizard too?
Yes, Claudia. Are you also a
yes.
wizard?
Yes, I'm a wizard. And
Well, good. We could just do it right away then.
I'm going to cast a hex on you if you don't come with me and get in the car.
I'm not falling for that one. Osborne tried to pull that one on me. It's a lot louder when she does it.
Look, I've already killed one person today. A second one's not going to be any more difficult.
Wait, you what?
Let's go get in the car.
Let's go get in the car.
But do I
He'll
need
put
to
his head
start,
on
do I need
down
to
and he'll
start
go with you.
psychically yanking items off of the shelf in a threatening manner?
If you want to explore the hole, we'll go buy some spelunking equipment.
The hole you're looking at, of course, is inches wide at best.
Right. We'll come back here with digging tools, a proper pulley system, even motorized, state of the art.
I'm still not flying down there by myself, just
Right.
before anyone asks.
And if we do it right, we might even get a machinery gun.
Okay, I'm back. That was a little weird. All
And
right.
how does that sound, Dante?
I feel like I'm gonna sigh. I'm gonna start walking in the direction you want me to walk. But I'm gonna say, Claudia, you are 40 years too late to be treating me like a child.
I normally don't offer the children wine.
You've never offered me wine.
I just said, let's go home and have some wine.
All right. So if there are no further objections, you will take the tunnel back up to the surface to the car. Wanda's waiting. You all will pack up, and where are you gonna go?
Let's go to the garage.
All right, to the garage in Willow Springs, then, or do you mean the
No.
one back in Chicago?
The garage I own back in Tricoga.
There we go. So let me go ahead and adjust one of these. We're not going back to the tower, so this is now the garage base.
I'm under attack by a monster.
Quick, roll a d8. All right, so we drive back to Krakoga. Wanda is with you. She's a little apprehensive, but she wants to go with you and see what's happening.
Sure, come with us to the garage. It smells like gasoline.
Oh, good. I've smelled plenty of that today.
You'll fit right in.
Well, I mean, her
all
dad
right.
works there.
And boop, pop her here. She's in the city now.
Welcome, Mr. Gray, to your new workshop.
Ooh. Oh, this is empty. He says, putting his hands on his hips.
That's why we're putting this in there. Ugh! Thump.
Oh wow, what is this madness?
Well, I was hoping you would tell me what this is. We found
looks
it with
huge,
a drill
that's
stuck
what
in
it
a
is.
monster. Oh, and this was coming out of it, I'll say, holding up a jar of orange liquid.
Oh, so that's why you brought it. All
We
right.
hope we brought all the necessary pieces, too. We're not sure.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got like a dead body to stick in this and see what it does? I don't know. And he'll go ahead
That's
and...
how it works, huh? You need dead bodies.
I don't know. Have you seen this machine before? I haven't. And he'll go and reach over for one of the tool belts and go, all right, does this thing have any screws on it?
Well, this is a mechanics workshop, so I'm guessing they just have toolboxes.
Right. So he'll take a toolbox, tool belt, toolbox. I keep thinking of things. But he's gonna start trying to disassemble it and see how it ticks. Let's see. I should probably take a look at how much craft he has.
This
Probably
should keep,
enough.
This should keep you pretty busy for a while. You can go ahead and make a space for yourself above the garage, and my phone number is with the phone. I'll let the other mechanics know that you're working here on a private enterprise. It's important to me.
Perfect.
Try to maintain a low profile because we're back in the city, and Osborne or her agents could find you and basically torch the place and murder everyone.
Right. Death. Always on the mind. Always raises the spirit. Well, I suppose I'll go ahead and get to work then. Because this thing ought to be interesting.
I'm going to go ahead and, we should ask Wanda. Hey, Wanda, is there someplace you want to be? Because I'm more than happy to drop you off or call you a cab or something.
She'll sort of think for a little bit and sort of cross her arms. I'm not really sure there's any place I should be, really.
Well,
I just kind of want to do something and I guess take matters into my hands on this.
You've had a trying day. Why don't you enjoy my hospitality? I'd like to invite you to my mansion, which has my personal dark room with developer fluid.
That sounds wonderful.
All right. Hey, you photographers, want to come see the developer room?
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
Love to get hand deep in developer juice.
Yeah. So, I abandoning Gray here, I guess we'll go back to the mansion because we have pictures to develop, and then we need to get out the Sears catalog because it's time to start buying mining equipment.
Oh boy, the Sears catalog for the down and out miner.
Oh, you guys laugh, but we read through a couple Sears catalogs to price all the stuff for this game and stuff.
Absolutely. So the question is anyone going to do other business other than hang out with Claudia and
Right.
develop the photographs?
I mean, the plan is to go back to my place, develop pictures, and order mining equipment. So what does also everyone else want to
I
do?
suppose
Right.
I'll roll for some photography here to help develop photographs.
Okay. And we'll go ahead and say this. For any you haven't specified, this will also qualify for like quote general evidence underground, and you can write that down as a picture you can just throw at me later.
Okay.
All right, so you guys can give me your photography stuff. You could even work together if you really wanted to.
Wow, that is a
I guess this,
bad roll.
that's also a presence roll.
That's for photography.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
And power dice. Wow. Okay, Zek is feeling a little bit tapped out at the moment.
Oh, this is your magic roll. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay. You try to summon your inner forces, and it just immediately burns you.
I think I burnt myself out fighting those guys.
What skill do I use for craft?
Minecraft,
And the bonus
photography.
D12 from photography.
Oh, that was a D12. I thought I was getting this expert. Wait,
All right.
wait. I'm.
So you can use that D8 because you have equipment here that is high class because you're in a rich person's house.
Oh no, expert is for skills. You could buy craft expert and get a D8 in every craft, which we're actually not using because we're using the marks rule. Buying the gift of photography gives you bonus D12 to do anything related to photography.
Okay, I just don't remember there being a photography rule.
That's fine.
It's the craft expert thing. It's a bonus.
Craft specialty is what it's called.
Craft specialty. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's about.
So just go ahead and roll an extra D12.
Okay, you're gonna have to talk to me later, and
That's okay. We sure will. For now, just go ahead and roll the D12. Everything will turn out fine. Same goes for you, Edmund. You can also make your roll now to develop your photographs and see how well they turn out. This is a professional establishment. That didn't roll properly because you had 2Ds in there, unfortunately. James, however, you came out with 3 successes. You have
not necessarily. I think I used the expert thing wrong.
You have a D8 because of equipment.
Okay.
So it all works out. But you do have some exceptionally steady, clear, black and white images from your infrared camera. And as much evidence as you want of stuff down there, you have it. Short of the round creatures that you... Well, no, there was a whole aquarium. You can take a picture of that if you want to. Just not the big one. Or did you flash a photograph of that? I don't remember. Maybe you should write that down. Edmund, you have 1 success. You don't have an infrared camera. Everything is underexposed in the picture. Everything's a little bit shaky, but they'd come across as creepy for sure. The subjects are in them, just not a lot of detail. You probably could have used more lighting. But it does take some time to develop the photographs, and there's now a nice handful of them to just go ahead and put out on the table. Wine has been served, as has lunch.
And a juice box for Zechariah.
Yep, and I've had fan services. I have a private indoor shower.
Oh, yes. Well, we'll do a whole extended 2-hour scene of you just in the shower and coming back from that. So you do all have your photographic evidence. You do have the key you stole off the person and his diner gift card.